Storm Show. Ay, it's a Storm Show.
What is up, Storm Chasers? Let me know you can hear me and see me as you guys are coming in. We got a good story to get into about a lady that allegedly was locked up with Diddy's real mother. As you guys know, I've been saying it for years. To me, Diddy don't look like his mammy or his pappy. Okay, he don't look like nan one of them. He look like one of them Somalians. Diddy got a whole interesting kind of look. You feel me? So this lady went viral on TikTok. Her name is Jackie Mason, and she claims that she was locked up with Diddy's real mother. Okay, let me know you can hear me and see me as you guys coming in. We're gonna get right into the video. But before we do, real quick, I just want to say this, that I'm in such a good space in my life. I have cleansed out all of the negative energy. I cleaned out all of the toxicity in my life. And I encourage everybody before 2026 to clean house. Okay? That's literal and of course metaphorical as well, right? Clean house. Anything that does not serve you, anything that is not adding to you, anything that is dead weight, I encourage you to cut it. Anything that is cancerous, cut it out your life. Okay? I promise it's going to be for your benefit. And of course, if you are in need of a spiritual reading, a cleansing, let me know. Get in my DMs or get in my email. I got somebody for you. All right? All right. Okay, y'all ready? Y'all ready? Okay, all right. Somebody in chat said I got to do my big one, my damn self. I know that's right. Okay, so I'm going to share the screen right now. And we're going to go. I hope I can hear it too. If not, I got my headphones. So let me try to play it. Let's go.
A long time, but I had to do 4 months.
Okay, I don't hear it. So let me get my headphones. Okay. All right, let's try this again. Let's see.
In Alderson, West Virginia, right? And at this particular time, it was Tom Arnold's sister was there. They say Redman's sister was there. I'm not. She looked like it. I don't know if that was Doc. I didn't talk to her, right? But this was like 95, maybe top. It was top of 96, y'all. It was because I got it in April. I went in January, got it in April. I got convicted in 95. Okay, yeah, it was.
Okay, so 1995, 1996. Okay, allegedly this lady here was locked up with Diddy's real mother. Let's hear it.
The top of 96. I was there from January to April. I got out in April, right? And so, people talk, right? I never had visitors because I didn't want nobody to come see me because I was only going to be there for 4 months and I didn't need nobody. I'll see y'all when I get out, right? Well, there was people, everybody talking and said that Diddy's mama was there. Now, this is before I actually knew what Janice Cruz looked like. This in the 90s. I ain't really paying no attention. I don't know I didn't know what she looked like, right? And so the lady, I knew the lady, right? She was involved with the church. She was an older lady, and she was involved with the church. Diddy looked exactly like this woman. Skin tone, the mouth, the nose. He looks exactly like this woman. So when people told me that was Diddy's mama, I said, well, how y'all know? You know how they knew? Because him and his entourage could come to the visiting center. I never, like I said, had visits because I told my sister, don't bring my kids there. I ain't gonna be here that long, and I'll be home soon, right? So I never went. I don't know what it's set up like because I never went to the visiting center, right? But the ladies that were there told me that was his mama. Now then, I've been seeing, and I told this story, and I didn't know that my kids said, "Mom, you told us that back then." I forgot about it. Now, I've seen in comments, I've seen in other articles that they say Janice is not his mother. I've seen some articles that say Janice is his auntie. I don't know who Janice is. It could be his mother. I'm telling y'all what I saw and what the people told me. Diddy would come to the visiting area, right? They say that is not Janice is not his mama. I'm telling y'all,
Wow.
the lady that I saw when I was in Alderson, West Virginia at a federal camp, he looked like this lady spit him out. He looked exactly like this woman, right?
Okay, so let me stop it right there. Are you guys believing this lady? I feel like she ain't got no reason to lie. And I mean, this was so long ago. It's like, why come out and tell it now if it's like not the truth? Okay. But let me know. Do you believe her or not? Put a 1 in the chat if you believe her. Put a 2 if you feel like she full of shit. You let me know. But I got a feeling she's telling the damn truth.
Is that the reason why Janice overcompensated and spoiled him? Is that the reason why she beat him? Is that the reason why he disrespected and slapped her? There's something going on there. And then where is the sister, Keisha Combs? You don't never talk. They don't never show her. She don't want to be bothered.
Now, okay, she just brought up Keisha. Now, I wasn't even aware of Keisha until the documentary came out. I saw some people talking about it, and I said, "Who the hell is Keisha? Who the hell is Keisha Combs?" Now let's Google Keisha Combs. She's listed as Diddy's sister. Okay. So here's a picture of her right here. All right. Now they always say that like he's the only child. That's the story I've heard ever since I can remember. I didn't even know there was a Keisha Combs, but I believe there was a little bit more to the story. Let me see. Let's go to Reddit. Who is Keisha Combs' actual father? I've seen a few TikToks, but haven't seen anything on Reddit yet. Keisha is Diddy's sister. Google says they have the same parents. However, Melvin Earl Combs, that's Diddy's father, alleged father, died in 1972 when Diddy was 2. Keisha was born in 1985. Keisha has to be adopted then. Okay, Keisha is the adoptive sister. That's Janice's brother's daughter. Got it. Okay. And she raised her as her daughter. Okay, that makes sense. Now, what I was reading, the lady that was in the feds was his aunt. I don't know. I don't know. Keisha is older than Diddy? No, well, let's go back. Let's see what Google say. Hold up. I'm finna go back and see what Google say. Okay. Keisha Combs' age. What? Somebody lying. Okay. It says Keisha Combs, sister of Sean Diddy Combs, was born September 14, 1990, making her 35 as of 2025. She look older than 35 because I seen something else that said she was born in 80 something. Janice's brother died from an overdose. Okay. Hold up. Keisha. I mean, because I'm reacting to this live with y'all. Okay. So we got Diddy, alleged father. We know that's his son. That's Quincy. That's Albie Shore's son. The twins, Jesse and Delilah, Justin, and then that's Chance. Okay, so let's see. Combs' parent. No, let's do Janice Combs' brother. Let's see. It's not much on Google about it. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna move on. That's something to look into later. Let's move on.
Right? I guess. I don't know. But I'm telling y'all, the people told me, this ain't nothing I'm making up. This is what was told to me. And I saw this lady every day for 120 days. I went to church. She was involved with the church, right? I saw this lady every day. I never asked her because I was young at the time. Had it been now, I would be like, girl, this Fluffy your son. I would have asked her, but I was young, and I didn't know how to go about doing that, right? Because again, this is 30 years ago. This is 30 years ago. So anybody that was in Alderson when I was there, I'm gonna tell you who else was there. I'm gonna tell you who else was there when I was there. What's that boy name from DC? He just passed. His mom and all his sisters was there. I don't know why I can't remember his name. I'll tell y'all who else was there. This was the time that I was there. Rayful Edmond. Rayful Edmond's mama was there, and his sisters. I believe he had three of them. One of them was like a dude, and the other two, and his mama, right? They were there at the time. When I left, they were still there, right? This was 96, the top of 96. So, like I said, I don't know. I didn't see no birth certificate. All I know is they told me that was his mama. I said, how y'all know? They said because he come to the visiting area and the woman looked like him. I was never in the visiting area, but he looked just like the woman. Just like the woman.
I believe her. I'm not gonna lie, I believe it. Now, this lady right here, Jackie. Hey, thank you, Catherine, so much. I appreciate that. This lady right here, Jackie, her daughter was like in the comments in his TikTok and said, I've been telling my mama to tell this story for years, especially now after this documentary came out. So I'm finna contact Miss Jackie. You hear me? Because I want more info. Lisa M0315 said, I was in Alderson as well. That's how I know. Puff used to come visit her. Wow. I mean, that's at least two people saying that a lady that looked at, and yes, I know, I said looked at, that looked at just like Diddy was locked up and he used to come see her. He also picked her up when she was released. What? Lisa, do you want to hit the link? Let me know if you want to hit the link. You let me know.
See her face clear as day. He looked just a woman. Now, you don't have to look like your mama. He don't look like Janice. He don't look like that man they say to daddy. That don't mean that ain't. That don't mean that. I'm just telling y'all what the people told me. I was in Alderson, West Virginia in 1996, right? And they said that was his mama. And I said, how you know? They said, because they say her in the visiting. He come to the visiting. Now, anybody that was there, write down in the comments and let me know. Because this is a long time ago. It's a long time ago. And I didn't keep in touch with the ladies that was there. I had one friend. Her name was Vanessa. That was
okay. Appreciate you though, Lisa.
My main cat was a girl named Vanessa. She was out of Richmond, Virginia. Vanessa, if you see this girl, get at me. Because they tell you in the feds that you cannot correspond with folks when you leave, right? So I ain't want no more problems out them people. So I did not. Vanessa was my girl. There was another girl that I was in there with, Khadijah. I like Khadijah. Her father was a diplomat child. She'd been in there robbing banks. I met all kind of women, heard all kind of stories, right?
Damn.
I believed it because
not Khadijah robbing the banks now.
Like her, not knowing what Janice looked like, because this was in the 90s. I was out in the streets. I didn't pay no attention to what Diddy mama looked like, right? So it's not the same woman. And I was confused years down the road. I was confused because I was like, that's not the lady that I saw. That's not the lady that I was locked up with. That is not her. And the other day, in either my comments or somebody's comments, the person said that that's not his mama. I've seen that in comments. That's not his mama, right? They say, I think I did see that. Jaguar Wright says that. Jaguar, she knows some stuff, right? I don't know if she knows everything. I don't know if I believe everything that she says. but she did say that as well. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I was locked up with Diddy's mama, the one they say is his real mama. Again.
Oh, okay. Okay. Lisa saying, okay. Okay. So Lisa was at the same facility as this lady here, Jackie. Lisa says the lady that was there, we were told, was his aunt. Oh, okay. So Jackie saying she heard this lady that was in the Alderson prison was Diddy's real mama. Lisa saying no, the lady that was there, we was told, was Diddy's aunt. She just happened to look like Diddy. Although some people do look like an aunt or an uncle or a grandparent, even more than they do their own parent. So that is also possible. It's something to it, though. It's something to it. It's something to it. Exactly. So we know the lady that was locked up in there is either the mom or the aunt. She just happened to look just like Diddy, happened to look just like her. Caramera Beauty said just because they were told that doesn't mean that's the case. I mean, hey, that's true too. That's true as well. Nah, she said she was too scared to get the lady name. And listen, y'all got to remember, this was 1996. You know, at the time, she was a young lady getting locked up. She said she was only going to be in there 4 months. So she really probably wasn't trying to get to know nobody. You know what I mean? Like, she probably was just trying to be in and out. But Fearless Love said he ain't visiting no aunt. I would go visit my aunt if she was locked up. That was my Duke. I mean, I've been told I favor my grandmother. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it could be one of those things. It could be one of those things where it was his aunt. He just happened to favor her. All I know is Justin is not his son, man. Okay, let me keep playing this here.
So Janice does act like someone, you know, the way she treated him, that was overcompensating for something. Right? Because maybe his parents, one daddy did, other daddy, the mama locked up. Who knows where the mama was, right, at that time. Like I said, this was 96 for me. Top of
Or what if his biological mother was just really young when she had him? And then Janice said, okay, you know, me and Melvin will take the baby. We'll take Sean. And you know, back then with birth certificates and shit, it was just a totally different time. You could finagle anything. It ain't like it is now. It was a totally different time when he was born in what, 1970? See what year? I think he was born 1970. Diddy's date of birth. Oh no, November 4th, 1969. Okay, so yeah, the person who would know is Harlem's own Dapper Dan or Dapper Don. I've heard that name before. They used to do that a lot back then. Yeah, same thing with Whitney. Remember they say how that ain't Sissy's. That wasn't Sissy's actual daughter. That was, what was Whitney's father's name? They said that he had got a young. Oh God. Let me stop, because last time I brought that up, baby, I got emails. Do you hear me? Whitney Houston's parents. Yeah, Sissy Houston. Oh, hold on. Here's a better picture of them in color. See, to me, Whitney doesn't look like either one of them either. Whitney doesn't look like either one of them. And her body type was totally different from Sissy. Sissy was very short. Whitney was very tall. Although that don't mean nothing, because short people have tall kids and tall people have short kids. Yeah. Do you know when I talked about, I'm going to have to do that story again. Do you know when I talked about that before? I got some emails. It was one lady that said, you need to leave this alone. You don't know what you're doing. The daddy was cheating on the mama, but Whitney is their daughter. But what I was told was that this is Whitney's father, but he had impregnated like a teenage girl at the time. So to keep everything copacetic, Sissy took the baby. Yeah. Yeah, see, Teresa Graves. Okay, hold on. Let me show y'all a picture of Teresa Graves. Allegedly. Allegedly. But yes, there are lookalikes too. There are lookalikes as well. So I'm just saying, you never know. But enough people have said that Janice is not Diddy's real mother. They said the same thing about Sissy. T Lady said it might explain why she beat him senseless or made him dance in front of company. No emotional attachment. The same way Justin Combs looks identical to Wolf. Boom. Boom. No. That wasn't Dion that touched Whitney. That was Dion's daughter, I believe. Hold up. Let's get it right. Ooh. Yeah, it was Didi Warwick, allegedly. Not Dion, Didi Warwick. Oh, it was her sister. Okay. Dion's sister. Okay. Yeah. So, anyway, let's get back to this. Let's finish this video up.
96. So that's my story. I don't know. Again, this is alleged. So don't come for me like you lying. I'm telling you what I saw with my eyes and what people told me. I never went to the visiting room. Let's make that clear. I never went there. The visiting day was always very emotional. Visiting day was very emotional because it's full of women. Their kids, their man, and everybody be in a tizzy. Everybody be crying. Everybody got to go lay down. You know, there's always a story to tell when people leave the visiting area, right? And that was the story that was told to me. So that's it. That's that. That's my story. I was locked up in Alderson, West Virginia, in a federal camp in 1996 with Diddy Mama. Now that's it. That's all. Hey, y'all. This is your girl, Jackie with the Q. So remember,
All right. I don't know. I'm inclined to believe it though, based upon the fact that Diddy does not look like Janice or Melvin to me, based upon how Janice treated Sean coming up and how he treated her when he was an adult, calling her all kinds of bitches, slapping her, all that stuff. Yeah, I'm inclined to believe he's adopted. Yeah. Or he ain't her son. He's actually her nephew. I can believe it. I can absolutely believe it. Oh, yeah. Any other comments? Tonight before we get up out of here? Remember, like I told y'all. Oh, that's what Sloan Bella said. That's Diddy's aunt, not his mom. Okay. I didn't even realize she had said that. Show a better picture of Teresa Graves. Okay. Let's see. There's another one there. Why did Janice take over? Who knows? Where is she now? We don't know. No wonder he's so eager to win by any means. If you knew it's about Jen is not saying she'd cause his demise. Let me see. I don't know. I feel like I can kind of see it though. Whitney's real mom can sing too. She sounds just so like. Okay, let me see if I can find some videos of her singing. Let's see. Teresa Graves singing. Oh shoot, I don't want no copyright though. All right. So I'm gonna share this. Damn, she do look like Whitney though. I don't know. She looked just like her right there. Like, dang. Right there too. And right there. Okay, so hold on. Let me look up Teresa Graves. Birth and death. Okay, so Teresa Graves was born January 10th, 1948 in Houston, Texas, and died at age 54 in 2002. Okay. So Whitney Houston birth date. Okay. And Whitney was born August 9th of 1963. So Teresa was born in 48, 58, 60. Hold up. 58 should have been 10, 9, 6, 1, 2, 3. Should have been 15. Oh. That means she would have been 15 when she gave birth. What year did Whitney pass? Whitney passed, I want to say 2012. Because I was in college. And that was Houston. I think she died right before my grandmother died. Yep. She died February 11th. My grandmother died February 20th. I want to say 21st, something like that. Yep. This was second semester freshman year. I remember. That shit was all on the news in the dorm. And I went to school with all crackers, baby. And the crackers was like, oh my God. I remember my roommate at the time said, I thought she was older. Because I think she died at the age of like 52, something like that. Or 40 something, late 40s. He was like, I thought she was older. Well, shit your ass up. That's a legend. Cracker. Shout out to my crackers. I love y'all. Yeah, 48. Yeah. But listen, if Teresa's her real mother, Teresa would have got pregnant at 14 and would have gave birth at 15. So now that makes all the more sense if, I still can't believe she's been gone since 2012. Me either. Now, what's crazy? Okay, she died in 2012. When did Bobby Christina die? Okay, Bobby Christina died 2015. So she was gone 3 years later. Then when did Nick Gordon die? Damn, he died January 1st, 2020. So Whitney left in 2012. Bobby Christina left in 2015. He was gone in 2020. Damn. Ain't it somehow all three of them are going to? And y'all still don't think that was no hit? I'm just saying. I don't know. Allegedly. He died. Yeah, he died. Yeah, he died on New Year. And look, this definitely feels like a New Year's sacrifice. But I'm gonna leave that alone. Did Whitney die before Michael Jackson? She died after Michael Jackson died, like 2009. Because I was in high school. Let's see. When did Michael? I know, and see, time flies by so fast we forget. Yeah, I was right. He died June 25th, 2009. Yeah. Yeah. So the crazy thing is he died in 2009 and Whitney was gone 3 years later. So let's see. Michael left, Whitney left. Let's see when did Prince die. Whew. He died April 21st, 2016. 2009, 2012, 2016. Thank you. What was I doing in 2016? I was in Arizona. Okay. And I still feel like that was a hit. Let me tell you something. Don't none of their deaths feel like actual deaths. Not Prince's, not Bobby Christina's, not Whitney's, not Michael's. It does not feel like an actual death. I just moved to Arizona in 2016. Yeah, I moved to Arizona. That would have been July of 2015. So yeah, I was in Arizona working for CPS. We called it DCS back then, but yeah. I was out here saving the children. You're right about that, Storm. That's what I'm saying. It does not feel like, oh, they died of, natural causes or an overdose. It don't feel like that. And I can tell y'all, a lot of times with these people, it's not necessarily like, it's not about somebody doing something to them physically. It's about hexes and curses and things done spiritually to people that manifest physically. And that's what, the regular public don't understand. You do shit to them spiritually that manifests physically, especially when they don't want to play ball. He put Minnesota on lock. I love that he still live in Minnesota. I love that he was as big as he was living in Minnesota. And they said he loved his pancakes and he loved to play basketball and he loved to go play the guitar, and this is what I believe. All right, people, that's all I got on that story there. I had to come and talk about that, though. Like, comment, subscribe, share if you care, and I will catch you all.
It's Storm Show. Ay, it's Storm Show.